Hello everybody, I'm Heather here for Nighttime Tales today, and today's theme is going to be ocean animals. So let me just get my live feed going here on the computer, and I think my husband's about to get home from work, so sorry if you hear a bit of a interruption. Pippin was just here, but she ditched me. Pippin, come back. Come here. Pippin. I think she might hear him outside. I'm not sure if he's home yet, but sorry if there's a bit of an interruption. We are going to be reading a couple books about ocean animals, and we are going to read some fun facts about octopuses. This is a really cool book that has 100 facts about octopuses, squid, and more. Yep. So that will be fun, and we've got a cute little craft to do. I posted that it was a jellyfish craft, but because we're talking more about octopuses, I think I'll try and make mine into an octopus, but it could go either way. For the craft, all you'll need is some markers, a piece of paper, whatever kind of paper you have, some glue stick, some scissors, and I'm going to use a little spray bottle to make the colors of my marker bleed into each other, to make kind of a rainbow effect on my octopus. So that's what we'll be doing, and I think I'll just get started now. Let me pull you a little closer here. So let's sing our hello song to start off. So we'll get our clapping hands out, and it goes, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quickly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quietly as we can. Hello. Good job, everybody. So our first book we're going to read is called Shark Kiss, Octopus Hug. And let me flip you around so that our text isn't backwards. There we go. Hopefully that works. This is called Shark Kiss, Octopus Hug, and it's written by Lynn Rowe Reed, illustrated by Kevin Cornell. There's the title written in the sand and seaweed of the ocean floor. We've got some grumpy looking fish over here. There's some treasure down at the ocean, lots of ocean plants, another grumpy fish, and a happier looking fish. Charlie the shark and Olivia Octopus were the best friends the ocean had ever seen. While most other fish swam and played, Charlie and Olivia loved to watch the families on the beach. They seemed to be having so much fun. There's all the families. There's some playing frisbee. This guy's getting buried in the sand. These kids are splashing each other. Lots of fun stuff going on. I miss the beach. More than anything, Charlie wanted a hug, and Olivia desperately wanted a kiss. See, there's all these families hugging and kissing. Very sweet. And Olivia and Charlie look pretty wistful. They're jealous, I think. They tried the obvious. They set up a hug and kiss booth. But look at those kids. They do not look interested, do they? There were no takers. The kids all ran away. So Charlie decided to put on a play. Actors always get hugs at the end of a show, he said. Olivia thought she would open an art gallery. Artists always get kisses from their fans. Would you want to hug or kiss a shark or an octopus if they were on the beach? I don't think I would. But no one came. Look, they all ran and jumped right in the ocean. Oh, here's Pippin. Did you find Andrew Pippin? Did you? He got home. Can you close the door, honey? Can you put Pippin in here? Pippin, here. Come here. Thanks. There. We had a slight interruption, but Pippin has returned. No one came. Next, Charlie and Olivia offered rides to the kids on the beach, but none of the parents would let their kids take a ride. Oh no, would you ride on a shark and an octopus? I don't think so. Some of the kids actually look interested in this idea though, but the parents are saying no way. Still, more than anything, Charlie wanted a hug and Olivia wanted a kiss. I have an idea, said Olivia. People love to eat. Let's have a contest to see who can eat the most. The winner will get a hug. And the second place winner will get a kiss, Charlie exclaimed. Charlie and Olivia went to work. Olivia was in charge of signs and decorations, and Charlie prepared the food. There they are. He's collecting water, pouring it in a pot. She's gathering some seaweed that looks like she's stringing up. He's snatching a barbecue tongue, I think. The next day, a large crowd gathered for the contest. A little boy asked, "What is this stuff?" Charlie could hardly contain his pride. "Why, it's the most delicious algae souffle you'll ever taste." This says first place, kiss. Second place, hug. Eating contest. All of the humans, they look excited at first. They've got their spoons ready. And then they all look kind of nervous when they start to smell the stench of the algae souffle. Oh no, everyone ran away. Aww. Charlie looks so sad and Olivia looks horrified. Oh no. Now Charlie needed a hug and Olivia needed a kiss. "It's my fault," said Charlie. "I'm the one who made the food." There, said Olivia, patting his fin. "It's not your fault if people don't appreciate good food." But Charlie was heartbroken. Look at him, he's so sad. Poor shark. So Olivia wrapped all of her arms around him. Aw, look what a good friend. And Charlie puckered up. There, he gave her a smooch. Have you had your hug and kiss today? That's very cute. And look, this girl and the puppy are watching on. Oh, they joined in. Look, they're all hugging now. That's very sweet. The end. So they each got what they wanted. There they are. They tried so hard to get the attention of the humans, but it turned out they were already with each other. So that worked out. Okay, we're going to do a yoga pose here. Here's our next book, The Yellow Kayak. And we're going to do our yoga pose. So I'll set you up over here. Actually, first I need to grab the yoga sheets. Here they are. Okay, so let's flip this around. I think our yoga pose we're gonna do, let's see. How about boat pose? That one. So the angle's a little bit difficult here, as you may have noticed over the weeks, but I'm going to sit on the floor, and for boat pose we put our legs in the air, we hold our knees, or you can put your arms out like this to balance, and just take some deep breaths. So breathe in, and out, and in, and out. Pippin, do you want to try? Come here. Come here. Pippin. She's feeling sassy today. Good girl. Can you sit? Good girl. Do you want to do boat pose? I don't know how a dog would do that, but maybe we'll just lift up her paws. Good girl. Good girl. She's balancing. There. That's as good as Pippin can do. You did great, pup, hey? All right, we're going to read our next book called The Yellow Kayak, and then we'll be doing reading a few fun facts from this book, and then we'll be doing our craft. So I'll switch you back around here. Okay. Yellow Kayak, and this is written by Nita Ladin and Melissa Castrillon. I love the illustrations in this book. It's really beautiful. Wish, Wonder, Wander. This is a very whimsical book, and we'll see a few different ocean creatures in here. Yellow Kayak. Yellow kayak, blue sky, paddle swiftly, wave goodbye. There's their home island, it looks like. They're leaving, and we've got what seems to be a giraffe and a child in the yellow kayak. Fish jump, loons float, seals watch, little boat. So we've got a dolphin up here jumping over them. There's some fish. We've got a little loon, which is a type of bird. And we've got some seals. Looks like they're sailing off into the sunset or the sunrise. Shore recedes, waves grow, adventure begins, winds blow. Yellow kayak, gray sky, paddle carefully, seagulls fly. Seagulls are also kind of ocean animals, aren't they? They don't live in the ocean like most of the animals we're talking about, but they like to live near the ocean. Squall starts, rain blowing, feeling lost, keep going. Oh no, they've got an umbrella, which I don't think is gonna help them much when they're trapped in this storm. Look at all the beautiful red fish throughout the ocean. Wind howls, ghostly sounds, paddle flies, surf pounds. Oh look, the wind and the rain scooped up his hat, scooped up the umbrella and the paddle. They seem to be kind of stranded, don't they? Yellow kayak, lightning streaks, thunder roars, sea wall leaks. Oh man, they're getting picked up on a big wave. Luckily they've got each other, they're hugging each other. I see a squid, an octopus, some more fish, maybe a whale's tail in the middle there, a jellyfish. Lots of ocean animals. Rain stops, be brave, bail boat, good save. So when you bail, it means you're scooping the water out of your boat, just like they're doing here. And it must be sunset now because the whole ocean looks pink. Looks very beautiful now that the storm is over. Darkness covers, fall asleep, lapping water, dreaming deep. Yellow kayak, see below, squid dance, eels glow. So we've got our eel here, which is kind of like a snake in the ocean, but more of a fish. We've got our big octopus. Actually, I think that's a squid because it's got more of a pointy head. So it's nighttime now on the ocean. And look at that beautiful ocean life, wow. Octopus visits, salmon run, otters splash, having fun. There are a type of otters that live in the ocean too. We're used to hearing and seeing river otters, but there are ocean otters as well. And here's our big octopus. And look, what did the octopus do? Remember the wind and the rain stole his hat, and now the hat is being returned by the kind octopus. Shark wanders, fish dart, seaweed waves, clouds part. There's our little shark down here. Looks like he's smiling up at the fish. Those are some beautiful fish too. Look at their long tails. Very majestic. Yellow kayak, starry sky, storm passes, fins rise. There's a huge fin, that must be a whale. And there's another one in the distance. Hulking monsters, spray blows, circle round, danger grows. Those big whales are circling their kayak. Eyes watch, then understand, pushing gently toward land. Wow, those whales are bringing them back to land, so they're not actually dangerous. I mean, in real life, whales can be dangerous, but in this case, the whales are helping them. Yellow kayak, lighthouse beams, welcomes paddler, sweet dreams. There, it's the lighthouse calling them back home. Here's their house on the little island where they started. Morning dawns, rescue boat, home comforts, happy note. There they found their home again. Probably not the best idea to go kayaking at night. Orcas dive, shunning glory, leaving only this sea story. There's the orcas diving around, and they're back at their beautiful home. So yeah, probably not the best idea to go kayaking at night unless you know where you're going. But that's a really beautiful story. I love the illustrations. And lots of ocean animals in that one too. Okay, we're going to read a few fun facts about octopuses, squid, and more. This is a really cool book. It's in the Level Readers. It's a level 3, and it's called Ink, and it's a National Geographic Kids one. And on the cover, we've got this octopus. It's filled with tons of facts, as you can see, but I've bookmarked a couple cool ones that I wanted to share. So it says, a 600-pound octopus can squeeze through a tube the size of a quarter. So you know how big a quarter is, right? About that big. Not very big. And a 600-pound octopus, that's huge. That's like, I don't even know what kind of animal is that big. That's like a young cow, because I think calves when they're born are, I don't know, 200 pounds. So when a cow is like not full grown, but like a little bit grown, that's a big octopus. Anyways, and it can squeeze through a hole that big. It's amazing. Captive octopuses sometimes climb into other tanks and eat their neighbors. In the wild, octopus's ability to fit into small spaces helps them wedge into tight hiding spots. In aquariums, it makes them expert escape artists. Late one night in 2016, an octopus named Inky sneaked out of his tank through a small gap. He plopped to the floor and slithered across the room to a drain pipe. Then he slid down the pipe, which led to the ocean and freedom. Octopuses sometimes crawl out of the water to hunt, even in the wild. So that is crazy. And this octopus named Inky, we actually have a couple of children's stories at our library about Inky. I think one is called Inky's Great Escape, and I've read that before, and it's quite the story, and it's a true story. Okay, so octopuses are also very smart. Most of an octopus's brain cells aren't in its head, they're in its arms. That is so interesting. Okay, here's the other one I wanted to share. So another sign of their intelligence is their ability to learn. Rambo, an octopus at a New Zealand aquarium, learned to snap pictures of visitors with a camera placed in her tank. Octopuses can also learn to find their way through a series of tunnels and unscrewed jars to get a treat inside. Octopuses can even recognize individual people. They'll crawl toward keepers they like and shoot jets of water at those they don't. So here is the octopus named Rambo from New Zealand. They gave it a underwater camera, and she, or he, I'm not sure, likes to take pictures of people that come to see her. So that's so interesting. And then this says, octopuses can learn to open child-proof pill bottles. So that is really crazy, because a lot of humans with all their fingers struggle to open pill bottles. So that's very cool. This book has even more fun facts about octopuses, squids, and more. So you can definitely take it out from the library once I return it. Okay, so we are going to do our craft next. And let me get my little thing set up to hold the phone. 3 mind-blown boys over the octopus quarter fact. Thanks for sharing, Diane. I'm glad the boys are impressed or mind-blown. Yeah, I was mind-blown when I read that in the book as well. It's so cool. Yeah, and it's hard to picture what a 600-pound octopus would look like. I'm really not sure how big that would look, but it's pretty big anyways. Okay, so we're going to start our craft. I'm just thinking about this camera angle. I wonder if I can get it up higher for you. Let's try this. I had a system, but then I had to take it apart because I was using it for something else, and then I didn't get it put back together. So anyways, here is my new camera angle. And I forgot we also need a pencil. So here are the supplies. We'll need some markers, some scissors and glue. I'm using spray bottle for some water, and a pencil. So first we're going to draw out our octopus, and I think I'll use this octopus on the cover of the Yellow Kayak as some inspiration. So I'll just put it right here, and we're going to cut this out. I don't know if I'll need glue because I might glue it all or cut it out all in one piece, but if you want to cut out the legs separately, you can do that as well. With the jellyfish that I was originally going to do, I was going to cut out the legs separately, but here I'm just going to draw the octopus's legs, and I'm not going to worry too much if I can get 8 legs on my octopus, because I'll say that some of his legs are behind in the background. So I'm just drawing some crazy legs and another one that goes up here. Oops. So my octopus has 5 legs showing, but his other 3 legs are behind him. That's what I'm going to say. So then I'm going to give him some eyeballs and a little smile. And then we're going to color our octopus however we like. So my idea was that I would do a little bit of some scribbles in different colors, maybe blues and greens and yellows. Let's throw some pink in there as well. So a little bit of a rainbow with these colors, and I'm gonna just messily color him in because I want these colors to blend when I spray them with water. So here's some more pink. That's a lighter pink. And it doesn't have to stay within the lines because I'm planning to cut out my octopus. And so when we cut him out, we can clean up the lines as well. Maybe some pink up here. Some yellow. So maybe while I'm doing this and while you guys are getting started on your craft, you can let me know in the comments what your favorite ocean animal is. I would love to know. We talked about our favorite animals one week, and some people had favorite ocean animals as their very favorite animal, but let me know what your very favorite ocean animal is. I think mine is, my favorite ocean animal I'd say is a nurse shark, because as a kid I did a few different projects on nurse sharks and I've always really liked them. So that would be my favorite. But I think octopuses are really cool too. I liked learning about them today and seeing, learning some new fun facts that I didn't know about them is pretty exciting. And there's my mom commented that 600 pounds would be like 3 tall grown men. That's a good example. I was trying to think of an animal that would weigh 600 pounds, but if you think of like a fairly large man and then multiply him by 3, that would be a 600-pound octopus, which is pretty huge. So can you picture 3 grown men all trying to climb through a hole the size of a quarter? Just impossible, right? People couldn't do it, but I think part of the reason octopuses are so flexible is because they don't really have a skeletal system. They don't really have bones as far as I know. So they can kind of just morph their bodies into whatever shape they want. So this is becoming a very colorful octopus. I'm liking him a lot. I think I'm gonna start spraying some water and I can add some more color after if I want to as well. But I just need a little more color on his face. Let's see, what color haven't I used? Maybe this blue. Some blue around his eyes. Oh, we've got some people sharing what their animals are. So Jacob's favorite is the short fin mako, which is a shark. Yes, I remember Jacob saying that when we were talking about animals last time, and I had to look it up, and it's a very huge shark if I remember correctly. So that's very cool. Thanks for sharing, Jacob. Caleb's is the sea turtle. Oh, that's a good one too. I love turtles, and sea turtles are really cool. And Kai is a colorful fish. That's a great one. There's so many neat fish out there, isn't there? If you haven't read the book Rainbow Fish, I recommend that one. It's a cute story about sharing, but it's got a very colorful fish in it. And then Arya says she likes sea otters. That's awesome. We talked about sea otters a little bit today because they were in that yellow kayak book. I love otters as well. Good choice, Arya. And Maya's is squids. Also great choice. Very cool. And yes, the fastest shark. So the short fin mako is the fastest shark, they said. So that's very cool too. And a great reason to like the fastest shark, I think, because the fastest anything is pretty cool. Okay, so I've colored in my octopus. He's looking very crazy, and now I'm going to spray it with some water. and I'm hoping that the colors of my markers will bleed, and they are starting to bleed. So this is a fun experiment to learn about color mixing as well, because we can see what colors come from when we mix two together. So let's show you here. It's starting to mix a bit. Over here I've got blue and yellow, and you can see the green coming through right there. Over here I've got some good blending going on. When we mix this blue color and this darker yellow, we get green as well. Let's add some more spray. And we may just need to let it sit a little bit to let the colors bleed. So there, we're getting more greens from that. When we mix the pink and the yellow, you can see a little bit of orange coming through in there. So that's pretty cool. There's more green coming through. Yep, lots of fun. So my plan was that we were going to cut this out, but because it's so wet, I think I'll let it dry before I try to cut it out, because if we cut the wet paper, it will just kind of crumple up. But what I was going to show you is if you cut out, so once this is dry, imagine this is my octopus leg. I'll just cut out an octopus leg sort of shape. And if I really wanted my octopus to have all 8 of his legs, I could cut out ones like this and stick them on the back when I do cut him out. So once your octopus is dry, you can take a pencil and roll up each of his legs like this. And then when you take the pencil out and unroll them, it's like a really fun curly octopus leg. So that's what I was gonna do when I do cut this guy out. So I'll let him dry. I'll probably outline him in black and go over the eyes so that you can see his face. Yeah, the colors are really starting to blend now, which is cool. And of course my floor is all wet, so make sure you're spraying the water on a surface that can get wet. And yeah, oh, I see another comment. They'll look for the Rainbow Fish book. That's awesome. You're welcome for the recommendation. I have more where that came from if you ever want some fun children's books. I know of lots, so just let me know. And if I don't know of any offhand, I can always look them up for you. I love finding books for certain topics. It's one of my favorite things about planning the program, is finding the books that I want to read. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun learning about some ocean animals and learning some facts about the octopus. And I hope you can join Carolyn tomorrow morning at 10:30. She's doing Budding Bookworms. And then on Friday, I will be doing Little Explorers. So thanks for stopping by today. Little Explorers is at 10:30 as well on Friday. So hope to see you there. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Pippin says goodbye as well. See you later.